feeling good? Are you actually excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Are you more nervous?
No, I'm not nervous at all.
Not nervous?
I am.
How are you not nervous? Why are you so confident?
Why would I be nervous though?
You're leaving.
I know.
For
but
so long.
I've wanted to leave Japan for so long. This day is finally coming tomorrow.
You've sort of been preparing for it almost your whole life.
Yeah.
You could say this is your destiny.
Probably, maybe.
You have to find a house.
Mm.
What have you done?
What do you mean?
This is a terrible idea. Why would you go here without a house?
Because, I mean, I already booked a hostel for like a week.
Yeah.
So during that week, I'm gonna try to find a place to sit for the semester.
Do you have time before your semester begins?
I do. My semester begins on the 19th of February, so I have like 2 weeks.
Okay.
But there's a orientation week. Yeah, I think it's called orientation.
Yeah.
It's like a introduction to for new university students.
Yeah.
And that starts a week before the semester begins.
Okay.
So I basically got a week until I can settle down. Kind of.
Right. Welcome week. Why didn't you stay on residence then? Was it not an option?
It's too expensive for me.
It is very expensive.
It's like $500 a week.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You do weird stuff before you leave, don't you?
What did I
Like
do?
unusual things.
Do I?
Like you're meeting me. This is unusual.
Like I have time.
Like,
so
did you expect to
why
hang
not?
out with like close friends before you left?
I've already did. Like
That's what I did, and then you have a bunch of days before you go
uh,
that is just filled with this weird sort of. You're waiting
right
to leave, and you're not really doing anything. You have to do important things to get ready, but at the same time, just you want to see me. But you don't want to reach out because you've already said goodbye to everybody. Have you reached out to anyone? Do you have any lifeline there?
In Australia?
Yeah.
No, I don't have like Australian friends there, but I do have some Japanese friends who's going there already.
Same school.
Same school. One guy is in the same school. He's from the same school as same high school.
Okay.
And then there's another girl that's also from my high school who's going to a different university but the same city.
Okay.
I
Which
do
city are you in again?
Brisbane, Australia.
How long is your program?
3 years.
3 years. Will you return to Japan each year?
Maybe not.
Depends
But
on how
next
you feel.
year I'm definitely gonna come back because I have a ceremony to become an adult in Japan.
That's pretty important.
Yeah.
That's all right. What year is that? What age? Sorry.
I'm gonna be 19,
Yes.
but it's usually 20 years old is the age when you become an adult.
Why are you skipping?
I'm not skipping
You're
it.
skipping a year.
I know, because I was
Getting it done
born.
sooner.
I was born like the school year starts at April, right?
Yes.
In Japan.
Yeah.
And I was born in March 31st, so I was like the very last person who can slide into that grade.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
That's
That's
why.
sneaky.
And the ceremony is gonna be on January,
Okay.
but I'm still
You won't
in the year.
technically be.
Yeah, I won't be 20, but I still am in the grade of people who are 20 already.
What do you study?
Computer science.
I thought you were gonna pick something fun.
It's fun.
I thought we talked about
What do you mean?
it. I don't know what it'd be.
Computer science is fun.
For you, you're good at it.
Yeah,
aren't you?
I mean, I'm not good at it yet, but I do find it fun, like doing programming and stuff.
You find it really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met anyone in your program yet from Australia? Is there any way to connect with those people?
There is, I guess, there's a Facebook group for new university students in my university. So
Yeah.
I could connect to some people, but it feels weird to like connect on social media before I actually meet that person.
To reach out to them?
Yeah.
You should reach out.
Should I?
Definitely. Yeah.
It's basically a program that allows you to go overseas for university. It's a high school program.
Okay.
But if you like there's a exam in the end of the program, and if you get a good score, if you get a certain score in that exam, you can go to universities overseas without like any other requirements.
Do you plan to go to Japanese university once you've finished in Australia?
No.
What do you expect coming back to Japan to be like the first time you return?
I expect to be knowledgeable in the computer science field, of course. Like I want to be. There's a language called Java in programming, and then I want to be not fluent. How do I say fluent? Is it fluent? I'd say fluent, but I want to be fluent in Java language. to the point where I can write create a software from scratch by myself.
Impressive.
Yeah, that would be impressive. But I'm not sure yet if going through a computer science course would allow me to become fluent enough.
Who do you think you'll miss most? If you could bring one person with you to Australia, would you take one person at all? And if you would take one person, who would it be?
I would miss many people sometimes, because I sometimes hang out with people. But who would I take to Australia? I would take maybe my grandparents.
When you go to Australia, what do you think is going to be the toughest thing about being alone there? Because for me, obviously, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't speak Japanese.
Really? I thought
for
you were
you-
the professional Japanese teacher or something.
The secret's out. But for you, that's not an issue at all.
I hope so. I feel like my English skill has been depriving over the year because I haven't been using English that much. But I don't think it's gonna be that much of a problem.
But what do you think will be the toughest thing?
Toughest thing. Maybe I hear that there's many cockroaches in Australia, in Brisbane
Bugs?
especially. Yeah, bugs. Wildlife might be an issue. 'Cause
You're afraid?
I'm afraid of bugs. I'm terribly afraid of bugs. I was walking on the street at night, and there was a wall, and there were like leaves hanging on the walls, and I heard something, and I looked over to the walls, and I saw like several dark shadows. And it's huge shadows, crawling on the walls. And later I asked a friend living in Brisbane, like, what do you think that was? And she said, it's probably cockroaches. And it was huge. Japanese cockroaches are like this big, but the shadows I saw were like this big. So it's
It's like a dog.
yeah, it's terrifying.
First of all, I don't think that's possible.
But it's not possible.
No, I don't think cockroaches are that big. I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
What do you think will be the most difficult thing about returning?
Getting along with Japanese people
Again?
might be like not the friends I already have, but new people. Like if I'm gonna get a job in Japan, I'm definitely gonna meet new people, new co-workers. But then there's a not an atmosphere, but there's a feeling like you get if you can speak English, or if you come from overseas to Japan, you kind of feel secluded from the Japanese people, the Japanese people. So that like it might be hard for me to truly get along with the people who have been always living in Japan, because I'm different.
Do you already feel this way?
Yeah, sometimes.
But what in your head is the ratio? Come back to Japan and don't come back to Japan. 50-50, or leaning more on the side of stay in Australia as long as you can?
Maybe like 40% come back to Japan, 60% go somewhere else. Not even in Australia, because I want to go around and see around the world.
Do you have any things you'd like to say about the trip? Any things you're feeling right now that you think will be different in the future?
I'm only curious how my English skill is going to improve from this point once I go to Australia, because I haven't lived overseas even for once in my lifetime. So, but I still have this like I've reached English skill level where I can communicate with like native speakers of English. So if I actually live overseas, I'm curious if that's gonna affect my English skills or not.
Well, it's been nice knowing you.
You too.
See you later.
Hey, what is up everybody? It's you. I'm at the airport right now. I just passed the departure gate and I'm ready to go. Super excited, and I don't know. I'll see you guys next time, if there is a next time. So see you for now.
That's good timing, good timing.
It's the worst timing.
At least we weren't filming.
What time? I am filming.
Oh, right now?
It's on right now.